Good day, sir. This is the HTML CSS external. So, sa external naman, ang ginawa ko ay, after I put the title here, I just link the rel is style sheet, type is text or CSS, and then the href is style.css, which is this one. So, I start the body here, div, class container, all of this was class container. So I just use a form action method post. So the label is for username, input type is text, and then the ID is username, just so on. So let's proceed to the style. So I just call the body. So sa body, I just use a font family Franklin Gothic medium, and then the background is no repeat. Background size is cover. Background position center. Background color is this one, but you don't need that. So because I use the background image. So the background image that I use is GIF. Margin is 0. So sa container, ang ginamit ko is max width 500px. Margin 100px, and the background color is this one. So the padding is 50px, the border radius is 20px. So the box shadow, I use 2, 4, 5. Then sa RGBA, 231, 216, 3, and 0.822. So let's proceed to the header one. So the header one, I use the color of this one. Then the text align center. H2 almost same as this. Color is this one. The font size is 16ps. I just make it a little smaller than the first one. Then the text align is center. The bottom margin is 20px. And then let's proceed to the input. The input type, text, password, date, number. I just use width 80%. Color is black. Padding 10px. Margin bottom is 10px, and then the border is solid. Then the border radius is 15px, and then I use a shadow box of this one. So the label, I just use a color of color white, and then the font size is 16ps, and the margin bottom is 5px, and the display is block. So I use a different in here in this radio and chat checkbox, because I use only a margin bottom with 10px. Then to the bottom, I just use a lot of style there. So the background color is this one. Font family is Franklin Gothic medium. So in border is dash. So the padding is 10px, 20px. And then the font size is 16px. Border radius is 4px. So the cursor is pointer. If you point your cursor in the button, it will point the pointer will be different. So the box shadow is 0, 2, 4, and the RGBA is 56, 197, 14, and 0.13. So the transition, I use this a background color of 0.3, is and out. I just use like this. So I just proceed to the hover. Sa header 1, I use a hover because it will if you click this, it will be put a design. So the background color is inherit, and then the transition is translate 3D. I use a 2.7 rem and 0, 1 rem. So sa header 2, just same as header 1. I use the hover of background color inherit, and then the translate 3D is I just put a negative here. I just copied it there. So the input hover is background color black, transform scale 1.05. So the background clip is border box. Background color is like this. So the input, I just put a hover there in radio and chat box. So if so the hover is transform scale 1.50. And then sa label naman, I just put a hover, but it will just change the color of this one. So the button hover, I use a background color of this one, and then the transform to 1.20. So the paragraph, I just put a color in this one. Text align center, the margin top 30px. So the paragraph, I just put a hover in this paragraph, which is make it transform to scale of 1.20. So I just show this is the output of the external CSS. So this one, username, password, first name, last name, address, gender. So if you can see, there's a hover there, and hover in this one, in this text, and then the birthday, hobbies, like that, and then the age, and that's all. Thank you.